What's going on, guys? Jay the Black here. Shout out to everyone that's tuning in. I want to talk about Wack 100, man. He did not like what 6ix9ine did on social media after rapper PnB Rock lost his life, okay? Now, we all know that Tekashi 6ix9ine is on the island of irrelevancy, and he's been trying a lot to get people to notice him. He made fun of LilTjay getting struck multiple times, almost losing his life, but he survived. And others who end up in that situation, he makes fun of them. 6ix9ine is known to mock people who get into these situations. But just like the situation with LilTjay, now people are pushing back like Wack 100. And the thing about 6ix9ine is that the guy is completely irrelevant. You can tell how irrelevant somebody is when they have to go to extreme measures in order to get people to care about them, to be invested in them. No one's invested in Tekashi 6ix9ine whatsoever. His time is come and gone, right? That's why he was on social media a couple weeks ago talking about how depressed he was, because no one is paying attention to him and he has to do these crazy things in order to get people to pay attention to him. And that's what happens when you are him. I mean, he's getting his girlfriend putting hands on him and he's telling the police that she did it. Like, that's where he is. He's become a sideshow. He might as well get a reality show because that's where he is. And when you're on this island of irrelevancy that he is on, you have to continue the facade of being the troll rapper. We cared about that in 2018. Nobody cares about that now, okay? So he has to do these things to get people to show him some attention, okay? And it's only going to get sadder and sadder from here, all right? And Wack did not like that. And Wack is warning him about the disrespect to PnB Rock. Now, we know the situation going on PnB Rock. I've spoken about it. And I want to make it clear that I'm not placing blame with his girlfriend, but we can't ignore the fact that she posted his location on social media. And even, I put this article up on my Twitter, that even the police out there in LA are saying that the social media posts or social media in general, maybe even that post may have played a part into how he lost his life, even though he was in a bad part of the city at a Waffle House, right? 6ix9ine is one of those people that, you know, once he came back, he had to try to be what he was before. So making fun of rappers losing their life is where he is. And the thing about it is that this strategy is not going to work. No one cares. We see the play. And it's only going to make people dislike him to the point where even his own fans turn on him. Even though he has some of the most delusional fans out here, they're going to start to see through it. That's all it is. That this guy probably sits around. How can I get people to talk on me? I'm going to make fun of somebody passing. And when you have to go this far, you have already lost. You've already lost. And you're losing more and more. So let's get into what Wack 100 had to say via Hip Hop DX. Wack 100 has issued a warning to his client, 6ix9ine, after the rainbow-haired rapper made a distasteful joke about the recent murder of PnB Rock. Let me say this too. There were more people upset about the fact that people were blaming PnB Rock's girlfriend for what happened, more so than what 6ix9ine had to say. They're trying to take all the accountability off the girlfriend for what she did on her end, and they are going after people who are blaming her. But y'all have this whole rainbow-haired weirdo who is deeply looking to be talked about. Y'all are completely ignoring that. Maybe people say that's a good thing, but you're going after people for asking logical questions more so than people are actually blaming her. We're asking logical questions and we need logical answers. The 30-year-old Philly rapper passed away on Monday after he was fatally struck while dining at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles in South Los Angeles. While tributes to PnB Rock have been pouring in from across the hip-hop world, 6ix9ine instead made a crack about how the trap star turned pop star crooner died over a waffle. Homie died over Waffles, the controversial rapper wrote on his Instagram story, followed by a laugh crying emoji. Wack 100 responded to in the comment section of the post, "You wrong on this one." He wrote to 6ix9ine. He died not acknowledging his surroundings, wearing jewelry in the area which what he had on was more than what the local homes cost, allowing female suggestions to dictate the right decisions, moving without security. Do you see what this says? This basically is what I said. I basically, my thoughts on it was, this guy listened to his girlfriend instead of saying to himself, you know what, I can't be in that side of town with all this jewelry on. But his girlfriend wanted to go there. This is why she proudly put it on her Instagram stories. This is where she wanted to go. I've never said she wanted to set this guy up at anything, but I believe she wanted to go to Roscoe's more than he did. And he did what she wanted him to do. That's why she posted on her stories, because she wanted to go out on a date there. And that's why, again, she proudly put it on her IG stories. And yes, you do need to have security. There's nothing wrong with having security, people. There's absolutely nothing wrong with having security and moving the right way. He continued, "A few of these things I've spoken to you about. Let this situation be an eye-opener to you. Life is about decisions, and the wrong one can kill your lifespan. Blessings to the family, but let this be an example of what not to do." As you can see there, Wack 100. When Hollywood Unlocked reshared Wack's comments, he added that this tangent wasn't a checking and was just an enlightening and correction. See, he had to do that because, I'm guessing him and 6ix9ine work together on something. They're I guess they're partners on something. I don't know. He doesn't want to upset 6ix9ine. He wants to say, "Hey, 6ix9ine, I'm on your side, bro." As he put there. While some on Twitter responded to 6ix9ine's joke by questioning why Rock and the LlFE lyricist couldn't trade places, an old tweet of Rock surfaced on Tuesday, which showed that he, like many, was not a fan of the Crown Heights rapper. "If he gets smoked, my life will be made kizzy," Rock wrote in the tweet. 6ix9ine replied to the post, "PnB Rock, you fell off the face of the earth, bro." PnB Rock, real name Rakeem Allen, was with his girlfriend at the time of the incident. Los Angeles Police Department Captain Kelly Muniz informed the Los Angeles Times that the suspected shooters entered Roscoe's and immediately pulled out a firearm, demanding the rapper fork over his jewelry. He struck the victim and ran out of the side door to a getaway car and then fled the parking lot. So he had a getaway driver on the side already waiting for him. So this almost as if it was planned, right? Like he had a getaway car on the side. Now he went out the sideway. So this person who did this knew that Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, right? They knew where to go and where to have the car waiting. Drake, 21 Savage, and Meek Mill are just a few of the rappers who have paid tribute to Rock online. Nicki Minaj also mourned the loss of her former collaborator, but noted it was a poor judgment from Rock's girlfriend to share the location online ahead of the shooting. That's what I said. And me and Nicki, I can agree with her on that. People want to make it seem like that had nothing to do with it. How do you know? You don't know if it didn't have anything to do with it. You're just assuming because you don't want her to get any type of accountability. See, it's hard for people to hold women accountable. It's hard for them to say, you know what, she made a mistake too. The first mistake was for PnB Rock to go to that Roscoe's in the first place. He could have just ordered in. Get the food brought to you if you wanted it so much. If I have a whole bunch of jewelry on me that costs a lot of money, I am not going to Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles basically in a sort of rougher part of town, even though I'm comfortable going to the hood. Maybe PnB Rock was comfortable going to the hood. He shouldn't have been. I'm not going to go to the hood wearing a whole bunch of jewelry and all that. I'm not doing that. If I'm going, I'm going to be very low key. I'm not about to go there and be a, for somebody to spot and be like, yo, is that who I think it is? Oh no. And look what he's wearing. I am not about to do that whatsoever. While Cardi B disagreed with Nicki and said it was likely the shooters weren't looking on IG, on Wednesday, investigators said that the aforementioned social media post may have actually led to Rock's death. Let me highlight that. You see what that says? It says the aforementioned social media post may have actually led to Rock's death. Let me enlighten some of y'all, man. It ain't just the men that are setting men up to be robbed. There are women as well. Not saying PnB Rock's girlfriend. What I'm saying is there are women that probably follow PnB Rock's girlfriend on Instagram, or women that these guys know that are following them, right? That could have told these guys, hey, guess who's at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles right now? And that's how everything could have happened. So when Cardi B says that, ain't no dudes following PnB Rock's girlfriend, I'm sorry. I didn't know males only follow other men on social media. She has a large, I wouldn't say a huge following, but she has a big enough following. Well, I'm pretty sure if she was to poll the people that are following her, there's a bunch of dudes that follow her. There are. But I think Cardi was just posting that just to get under Nicki Minaj's skin. Okay. Because we all know Cardi B has robbed before. All you have to do is, look at some of her old posts. So we know Cardi will be in denial because Cardi has robbed. You know what? I'm not going to go there. I'm not even going to go there, but y'all already know where I'm going. So Cardi should not even be speaking like that as if she hasn't participated in these acts before. And this is what she said. This ain't hearsay. This is what she has alleged. She has basically said out of her own mouth. But people forgave that because she's Cardi B. But if the police believe that that's what happened, because people, do you know how difficult it is to just be, a situation where people just like showed up at the Waffle House to get them a waffle. Then they see PnB Rock, walk in. They're like, oh, PnB Rock here. Let me get on the phone, or let me just leave real quick and go get somebody, and then have those people come back. To me, this stuff looked like it was structured to where we got the getaway car. We're going to go out the side. We already got the weapon. That's something that you see from afar, and then you just come there and do that, right? I just think people need to be realistic. And again, I'm not putting the blame on Steph, but this to me, it highlights how people want to believe that certain people would not be able to cause issues. That social media post may have caused an issue. This is according to police, not me just making things up. So if they are saying it, they believe it. And people are like, well, these police officers are being lazy. They're not doing their job. Go tell them that, all right? Go tell them that they're not doing their job. But back to 6ix9ine. Listen, 6ix9ine is desperate. He's on the island of irrelevancy, and he's looking for help. He's looking for help, but we got to continue to allow him to not get back in the mainstream, even though people say he is mainstream, Jay, but he's not like where he was in 2018. We need to make sure we keep ignoring him and keep making fun of him, and just like I'm going to do in this video. So let me know what you think in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. Like this video and share it. Follow me on Facebook, and I'll see y'all on the next video. All right.